What you're about to watch is a tutorial on how to beat the game without taking any damage. Feel free to use any of the strategies, but listen to the detailed commentary before trying them on your own. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage runoff.
Resident Evil.
Getting the best ending with Jill Valentine on Real Survivor mode.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room.
So after this cutscene and equip the handgun and then go back to Wesker.
That gunfire. I'm counting on you to investigate, Jill.
Sure thing, Wesker.
Then don't fucking listen to Wesker and then go back to him.
Got cold feet already? That's not like you.
Now listen to Barry and go with him. There's another cutscene.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
And after this one, go back to the main hall.
Who is it?
You! Freeze! Get away from him, Jill! He's insane! What the hell?
We better report this to Wesker.
So of course it's faster to just go to the zombie and then go to Barry if you want to just watch 2 cutscenes. But I really want you to watch all those cutscenes.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. But let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
And after this one, staircase up and then staircase down. And the cutscene will trigger.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen. If something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
So the lockpick will help you to open a lot of doors that you cannot open it with keys. And of course it will like speed up a little the run with Jill because you don't have to find a specific item to open those doors like with Chris. But anyway, on Real Survivor mode it's basically the same as hard difficulty with 2 exceptions. On Real Survivor you don't have auto aim and the item boxes are not linked. And when I say they are not linked is that if, for example, if you leave a specific item on one specific item box, you can only retrieve that specific item from that specific item box again. With Jill, to be honest, it's not really annoying to manage the inventory. But with Chris it's like a pain in the ass. And even more for best ending. But anyway, on the cemetery you have to kill both zombies. Or it is the most recommendable thing you can do. And it's also because you don't need the hangar anymore until the guest house. So just kill both of the zombies. As you can hear, zombies make like particular noise when they are completely dead. But you can also watch in the floor if they are start bleeding, like a little circle of blood, they start making it, and that also means they are without HP. Then pick up the shotgun shells and leave. No, you don't have to leave, sorry. Then go to the crypt and use the green arrow. Every time I say that, man, I remember the DC character. What I'm doing right now, it's called stair skating, and it's performed by spamming the run button while you're going up or going down the stairs. So right now just go to this door and then to the next one, and also remember to retrieve the key from the book. You can start pushing that that thing on this hallway that I don't know the specific name, and there's a dagger if you want it. But because I'm really confident with this run, I think I will like avoid the first 2 daggers of the game, because there's one more on the bathroom if you want, right on this bathroom. But yeah, I'm just gonna avoid it. And there's also the 3rd dagger of the game on the shotgun room. With Jill you can just pick up the shotgun and Barry will save you. Unfortunately the Jill sandwich quote is gone. Barry says something similar but it's not the same. So to just trigger the cutscene, just try to open both doors.
Oh God, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
So for this zombie, just stick close to this wall, start rotating, equip the shotgun, aim up and shoot. You will always decapitate any zombie with the first shotgun shell of the game. So that's why we always decapitate that zombie. Right here, save the handgun bullets and the knife, and then leave. Go to the 2nd floor, and to this zombie, just stick close to this wall, start going backward a little, aim down and shoot. You will always disable zombies if you shoot them in the legs with a shotgun. It's 100% consistent. And that's the main window time that you can use to just go around them. So I started shooting this zombie on the leg because for some reason I stopped doing the dodge properly, and I was like getting grappled all the time, so I said fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot this zombie in the leg with Jill. And I think it's because Jill is a little slower than Chris, so with Chris it's like much more consistent to dodge that zombie. And I will just do the same. Just shoot him in the leg. And you can also shoot this zombie in the leg if you want. But if you have like a good RNG, like on that occasion, because the zombie was far left, you just go far right and just avoid him. And try to be fast in this hallway, otherwise the zombie that you didn't kill at the beginning will enter to the hallway. You will have to deal with 3 zombies.
Jill, got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks, I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
Right, so for this first dog section of the game, equip the shotgun, use the dog whistle, then stand up right in this corner and aim directly. It's not necessary to aim down. When the zombie's when the dog is in front of you, shoot him, then pump cancel and shoot him again. Pick up the collar and leap. And also kill the zombie that it's right here. He won't become a Crimson Head, so it's okay to kill him. He sometimes will die with just one shotgun shell. I am like just checking right there, just in case. So the pump cancel, it's another tech that it's pretty useful to learn in this game. And I will also leave a video tutorial on how to pump cancel in this game in the description below, because it's kinda hard to explain it just by saying it. So it's better if you watch the inputs I make, and on that video will be like all the inputs I make to make the pump cancel. It's not really complicated to learn, but you need practice, of course, to perform it correctly every time. Right here, be careful with this statue because it can hit you. I'm not 100% sure if it can deal damage. Jill bleeds, so she'll be making damage, but there are some little things that on this game can stagger you and doesn't inflict damage, like for example standing up on a ball incinerating. The character makes the stagger like if it's receiving damage, but if you use the SRT tool, you will notice that it's not receiving damage, but I'm not really sure for that statue, so just avoid it just in case. I never tested, to be honest. Right now, go to the second floor, and because you have the other key, you can go and pick up the grenade launcher. And there's also a dagger in this room. And I'm pretty sure on normal difficulty there's handgun bullets right on the table that you just passed right now. So Forrest won't wake up unless you go to the end of this section, but it's not necessary because there's nothing useful, or I think there's an herb, I'm not really sure. But because there's no damage around, it doesn't matter, right? So right now you have to go for Richard, and there's another cutscene, and unfortunately the ouch from Richard is gone as well. Pretty sad.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
So right now it's just about backtracking and go pick up the serum. And also we have to save the acid rounds on a specific item box because they will be useful for the Mansion 2, for the Yawn fight. Just ignore the zombie that is knocking on the door. You won't pass through this hallway anymore in the game, at least not until Mansion 2 as well. And for that specific zombie, as you can see, as long as you start skating, you will always dodge the vomit. So right here, save the key and save the acid rounds, nothing else. Do not save the grenade launcher because it's necessary for the Crimson Head fight. And when you pick up the serum, this zombie changed his position. Just shoot him in the leg. That's the best thing you can do. And then run around him. Should be fine. You can enter to this room because there's a defense item, but it's not really necessary. So when a zombie is on the stairs, they will always vomit. And you can notice that when they lower their hands. That means they cannot grab you and they will always vomit. You have to move the red one right here. Nothing else, is like just spamming the counter button. And you retrieve the first mask of the game right here. You need 4 masks in order to leave the mansion. Well, you can leave the mansion in order to fight the Elder Crimson Head, and then you can leave the mansion, to be exact. The zombies cannot grab you when they are on the animation of standing up. Any zombie cannot grab you when they are standing up or when they are falling down. It's like they have to end that animation and then they can grab you. So with Jill... Oh well, after the cutscene, sorry.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
So I recommend you to kill the zombie that is on the next door, or in the next room, sorry. I'm not really sure if I go for the disable. Nah, I'm just gonna kill him, yeah. That's the best thing you can do. Otherwise, he can be a little problematic in this room, because he will enter after you light up the candle. But anyway, as I was telling you before, Richard, letting Richard die and not giving the serum, it won't really make a big difference. Unless you really want the assault shotgun. If you really want the assault shotgun, you have to save him, of course. But it's not really necessary to pick up the assault shotgun, to be honest. Not even Real Survivor toy was like kinda mandatory, but in reality it's not. Because dodging Yawn, it's like not really safe. Yawn likes to cheat and has like a pretty ridiculous hitbox. But anyway, right here, do not forget to pick up the wooden shield. Otherwise you will have to dodge the zombie that is on the hallway one more time if you forget it. And this is very important, do not kill this zombie. You can do what I'm doing, like baiting a grab and then go around him. Or you can shoot him in the leg if you want. But do not kill him. Because if you kill him, he will become a Crimson Head on Mansion 2 and he can be a problem. So the dodge for that zombie is 100% consistent as well. Unless you have like the very strange or weird turn that he won't like make a 180-degree grab. And he will like start walking. And there's a possibility he can grab you in the back. But it's like completely rare that can happen. Right here just move the large gear to the right 2 times. Or to the left, sorry, not to the right. And right there I fucked up the puzzles, that's why I leave it. So yeah, you have to move the right, it's not the right, it's the large one to the left. 2 times and then leave the puzzle. Right there, it's not necessary to go to this room. I was drunk and I thought I was like 2 sections below the game. Or 2 sections before. Sorry. So there are plenty of things you can do with Yawn. I will just avoid him, go pick up the mask and then leave the room. It's more consistent than try to fight him or make time for Richard to deplete his HP. So there's one cutscene.
Payback time.
When the cutscene ends, press the D-pad button up and then the left one. And do not get stuck on the pillar. Pick up the mask and then wait for Yawn until he's behind you. Always wait until Yawn is behind you. Otherwise he will like block your way when you're going around the second pillar and he will just bite you. And he can even pass through the pillar. It's completely dumb how he can make some things. And then there's a zombie, as you can see, instead of Richard on that specific place. So this zombie also shoot him in the leg, but I'm pretty sure I shoot him directly and I was lucky and I just disabled him. Maybe I just kill him. I even kill him. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter. So right here you have to push the statue on the right, then the one that is on the left down, then the one that is on the right down. And then go to the panel. It's always the same. There are plenty of puzzles on this game that are random. And there are some others that are always the same. And of course, if you just use the panel before pushing the statues, poison will flow in the air and it will like immediately inflict you damage. It's not like on the classic you have like 1 second or maybe 1.5 seconds to leave the room and avoid the damage. Right here, go down the stairs because we need to make some space. So go to the item box, save the shotgun. You can also save the lighter, to be honest. The lighter is not useful anymore. You can avoid all this section if you don't want to grab the Magnum, but I recommend you to grab the Magnum because it's very helpful. So right here, combine the 2 things you just pick up and then pick up the real wasp. Put the golden one and then put the real one in the other one and activate the puzzle. With Jill you have like less time to leave the room. With Chris you have a little more time. And of course this is a cutscene, so it doesn't count as damage. But after a cutscene, if the wasp stings you, it counts as damage. So pick up the Mooncrest and leap as fast as you can. We have to go to the item box again. Because I fucked up. I said we have to go to the item box again. I said we have to go to the item box again, man. I completely forget. I don't know when I will remind, man, because we need the Hang Rider, I remind. It's like very funny how your brain works and you just watch the video and you see all the fucked up things you make. But yeah, it's really necessary to grab the handgun right here because we need the handgun for the guest house. And also, yeah, you have to pick up the shotgun as well. For example, that door that we just passed through before this one, it's a little difference between Real Survivor and and hard difficulty. It's like that door can be not useful anymore if you like go past through several times on Mansion 1. But on Real Survivor that never happens. And by saying cannot be useful anymore, it's like you cannot use it. So you cannot pass through that door. So of course there's plenty of strats for the Crimson Head. There are some even fancy strats. But because it's an damage run and I want to make like almost all the strats 100% consistent, or at least 90%, 80%, we will just gonna use the grenade launcher and explosive rounds. The main thing you have to keep in mind for this fight is to aim correctly and do not miss shots like I did on the worst ending. That was pretty funny. So after the cutscene, enter to your menu, equip the grenade launcher, make a quick turn, and then press the right D-pad button, and then move a little. You press the right D-pad button, and on that camera you will move to the left, right. So just shoot, then wait until the Crimson Head fully stand-ups. Because there's like a little window time. If you don't wait to complete the fully stand-up animation, the Crimson Head can like tank an explosive round. And just keep and just repeat until he's dead. And then pick up the emblem, and if by any chance you are not without, or you are without handgun bullets, there are some handgun bullets right there, and you can just pick it up. But to be honest, you need like between 6 or 8 handgun bullets for the guest house. This zombie, you can shoot him with explosive rounds, of course. And believe it or not, sometimes that zombie can tank an explosive rounds as well. But it's okay if you use all your explosive rounds, because it's not longer necessary. There's a dog behind you right now, so try to make this pair fast. There's also a defense item. Dude, I never learned the exact name of that item. I promise you guys I will learn it for Invisible Enemy. I will go and check it on English. It's like I never played this game in English. I played on Chinese or on Spanish. I think I played once on English.
Barry?
Monster! James! Gun! Ineffective! It's it! Stay away! Forest outside mansion! Stay! Hey!
But yeah, if by any chance you wonder, the game is in Spanish on the best endings, because I speak Spanish as well, and so I make commentaries in Spanish. Right here, run, and when you're in the middle of the crowds, you start walking. By doing this, you will never aggro the crowds, and then you can start running again. It's possible to run the whole section, of course, but you have to take like a specific line, otherwise you will aggro the crowds and sometimes it won't give you enough time to avoid them. It's like they will instantly attack you and there's nothing you can do. So that's why you just want to walk when you're in the middle. So there are a lot of new additions on the remake that are not on the classic. The whole forest and cemetery section is new. Also the Crimson Heads and also Lisa that we will encounter right now. To be honest, one of the main reasons we pick up the Magnum is because of Lisa. Because Magnum rounds will always stagger Lisa with just one bullet or one round. So when the cutscene ends, aim and shoot. Then unequip the Magnum and run straight until you are close to this wall and then leap. The reason you have to stick close to that wall is because sometimes Lisa will try to attack you, and by doing that she will never hit you. It's 100% consistent. For that zombie, always go around the trees and you will always avoid him. It doesn't matter which RNG can give you, because sometimes it will give you like a weird RNG. But for every case scenario it's the same, just go around the trees. And do not try to let him grab you, because sometimes he will troll you and will vomit you instead of grabbing you. Right here, pick up the shotgun shells. This is very important, because we need those shotgun shells after the guest house section. And after this cutscene, equip the Magnum immediately, or you can equip before the cutscene. So
if you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
It's like literally
Jill
the same.
Brad, can you hear me? Shit, it's broken.
So aim and shoot, then go backwards until the wall doesn't let you go backwards anymore, and then continue aiming without moving the aim. When the dogs appear on the camera, shoot them. There are 3 dogs on this section. On a very rare occasion you will kill 2 dogs with just 1 Magnum bullet, but most of the time you will just use 3 Magnum bullets. And also on another very rare occasion you won't kill a dog with 1 Magnum bullet. If that happens, just kill the dog with a shotgun, do not waste another Magnum bullet. But that's like completely rare to happen as well. So right here I like to stick close to this wall because I don't want to aggro the crows. By doing like almost perfect curve on that specific part, you will never aggro the crows. Alright, so for the guest house, the only weapon you need is the handgun. So just save everything else. Oh, never mind, I will pick up the shotgun as well because I think I'm going for a hitless run. But anyway, for the spiders, the main goal is to enter, pick up the red book and leap as fast as you can. And you will have like weird RNGs with the spider. It's even more consistent than 120 FPS, and I will explain you that later, the main differences. You can go around the spider, or you can just go directly to the door. It's also consistent. Because I can watch the spider, I like get scared. I like to go around the spider just in case.
No, that wasn't part of our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right. Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You alright? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
So with Jill, the order you pick up stuff on this section, it's very important, otherwise it can fuck you up your inventory or can put you in some danger. So for example, in this bathroom, wait until the zombie enters. Then go backwards and shoot him in the leg. Then go around him and leave the room. You have to wait until the door fully closes, otherwise you cannot leave it. It's like you have to wait for that animation to end, and then you can leave. And also that zombie has iframes when he's entering to the room, like on the side of the door. So that's why I didn't shoot like immediately when he enters. I wait a little. Right now I go to the item box and I will just leave the shotgun because I will need that item slot later. And on this bedroom it's very important, the order with Jill. You have to pick up first the self-defense gun and then you have to enter to the bathroom. Because if you enter to the bathroom and then try to pick up the self-defense gun, the zombie that is right there hanging will fall down and he will be a problem, of course. Right there I just I fucked up and I didn't enter to the bathroom. It's not necessary to leave. You have to enter to the bathroom and go to the bathtub and pick up the control key room. And then just leave. It's very interesting because with Chris this doesn't happen. With Chris you can pick up the self-defense guns after the control key room if you want. It's like a little difference that exists between Jill and Chris. So let's talk about the difference between 120 FPS and 60 FPS in this game. So at 120 FPS, the AI of the enemies are more consistent. So that means that they behave almost always the same at 120 FPS. At 60 they are more random. At 120 FPS you can perform the stair skating faster, the in-game time it's more precise. You can perform stair skating, palm cancel and quick shoot easier, if you can say it so. And also you can strap enemies way less complicated than you can make it at 60 FPS. So what I recommend to you is, if you have the chance to play this game at 120 FPS, do it. That's the best thing you can do. So because it's real survivor, you have to aim to the sharks. So when the cutscene ends, or sorry, before the cutscene, equip the self-defense gun. And when the cutscene ends, press the right D-pad button and will make Jill move to the left. Because of the inverse camera. Aim and shoot. Then you can unequip the self-defense gun and leave the room. It's important for you to leave the room. So you will de-aggro the enemies. Then equip the handgun, re-enter, aim and press the left D-pad button and will make Jill move to the right. And just continue shooting until you hear the shake in the water. Or maybe you can see the shark dying, because sometimes the shark will be very close to you. And after that, reset the room again, because you want to reset the aggro of Neptune. And then it's just about running. The strat is 100% consistent, and on Real Survivor you need to aim to perform it correctly.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
So for this puzzle you go first to the one that is in the center, then the cutscene will trigger, then you go to the operation computer on the right and the one on the left. Then the shadows will stack and you have to go to the pressure. I think it's all pressure or something like that, it's called like that. And this is random. It can be number 1, number 2, number 3. If you want to know the exact number, it's on the papers that are on the left of the ladder. But because there are just 3 numbers, I just like to try my luck and try all of them. And then you have to go to the control computer of on the right and on the left, and then the one on the center, and that's it. The only part that is random every time in this puzzle is the 3 numbers. Right here, do not forget to pick up the magnum rounds. Now with Neptune there are 2 things you can do in order to go and pick up the gallery key. So you can electrocute Neptune, and of course it's 100% consistent. Or you can perform the speedrun strat and just dodge the auto attack of Neptune. Also it's very consistent, but it's a little risky. So I think it's better to say that the electrocution thing it's 100% safe. And the speedrun strat is also consistent, but it's not 100% safe, because if you fucked up a little the movement, Neptune will eat you and won't inflict damage, and it's game over. So for the gallery room, just go and pick up the insecticide and then go directly to the Vigiled room. Do not waste time, do not fuck around, or the wasp will sting you, and of course that counts as damage. The wasp only sting you and depends on the time that you spend on this room. they won't sting you immediately, so don't worry about that. So this puzzle is also random, but the order of the numbers is random. But the numbers are always 3, 5, 6. So for the vigil, pick up 3 empty bottles, fill up one with the number 3, and then fill up both the two others, excuse me, with water. The water counts as number 1, by the way. Then combine number 1 with number 3 and you will have number 4. Then pick up number 6. Combine number 6 with number 1 and you will have number 7. Or combine number 4 with 6, you will have number 10, and then you can combine number 10 with 7 and you will have 17. And then just pick up number 3 and combine it with the 17 and you will have the Bejolt, and number 20 is the Bejolt. So by using the Bejolt with Jill, you don't have to fight the Plant 42 at all, because on a cutscene, Barry will kill the Plant 42. Right here, pick up the map and do not press the comfort button, just leave the map and then use the insecticide. Because if you press the comfort button on the map, Jill will read a document and the wasp will come in through that little hole and they will sting you. So the main reason you have to backtrack all the way is because you can also only use the Bejolt right here, because the growths of the Plant 42 are right here. So yeah, there's nothing too much to talk about right now. It's like just go pick up the key and then go for the Plant for the 03 room. Make the red book puzzle. It's always the same, that puzzle, by the way, is never random. And then just go for the Plant 42 and yeah. After that we have to make some item management before we leave the guest house, so I'll be back right there.
What the hell is this thing?
Barry!
Jill!
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
So right now we will just go to the item box. And we'll pick up all the weapons we left here. And just save the handgun. The handgun is not useful anymore in the game. So pick up the shotgun, the grenade launcher, the magnum and the crank.
This is Brad. Come in, Stars Alpha Team. Come in.
This is Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Brad! Shit. It's broken.
So for the dogs, equip the magnum and press the right D-pad button. Will make move Jill to the left because the inverse camera again. Shoot the first one and then wait for the second one. Keep aiming, do not lower your aim. When the second one appears in the camera, shoot him. On a very rare occasion, the second one won't die with one magnum bullet. If that happens, just kill him with the shotgun. It's not necessary to use another magnum bullet. So this is the worst section of the game, in my opinion. Just keep running and stand up right in this corner, equip the shotgun, aim and shoot. Then get close to the right and then go back. You will bait the jump of the snakes, then aim down. Shoot them, bait the jump for the fourth snake, and then just go around the fourth snake. So on some occasions the snakes won't make the sound or won't even make the animation of the jump and they will just slide. If that happens, it's okay as well. The strat is the same. But if that happens, you have to be like more careful because you have to watch if they are sliding or not. The main goal is to trigger the appearance of the second, third and fourth snake in the order I make it. Right here, just ignore the first hunter. Oh, sorry, there's cutscene. So ignore the first hunter, but do not go to the other room, go to the art room. And the main reason we are doing this right now is because we will go to the main hall and use the mansion key and pick up the jewelry box. And by doing that we will have enough space to pick up both gems and just steal with the magnum rounds on the mansion too. So it's just about item management right here. Because if you don't do this, you won't have enough space. And you will have to leave something. And that something will mostly like be the magnum rounds. So just kill the zombie right here. And then go and pick up the jewelry box. You will see why I'm doing all of this before I enter to the Yawn fight. And then of course go back to the art room. I didn't kill that zombie, so that's why I wait. But that was like very... Oh, I think I shoot him in the leg, right? I didn't watch properly, man. I was thinking on the words I was about to tell you. Yeah, I think I shoot him in the leg, so that's why he wasn't dead. So the hunter will be in front of you. You can kill him if you want, but I think I won't do it. I will just go directly to the other room. Yeah. And right here there are 2 RNGs you can have. So start running to this wall, and if the hunter is like very close to you, like on this occasion, go backwards and then aim and shoot. Do not try to shoot immediately on the same camera, because it's possible that the hunter will immediately attack you and won't give you enough time to shoot. And the second one is like more simple because you just have to wait until he lands and then shoot him. But sometimes you will have the good RNG and the first hunter will go backwards. If that happens, you can just shoot on that same camera and you don't have to go backwards. If you know what I mean. Right here, save the magnum and the magnum bullets if you have them. The crank. And just keep the shotgun and the grenade launcher. And the jewelry box. And of course the mansion key, right? So for these spiders, just start running, and for the third one, stick close to the left wall, and it's 100% consistent. Sometimes that last spider will give like a weird animation, but she will never attack you, so don't worry. Get close to this zombie, and because I don't have enough, oh, never mind, I will just kill him. And for the second one, I will pray and I will... Yeah, he's dead with explosive rounds, so that's completely okay. I'm pretty sure this is a hitless run as well, because I didn't use any defense item. But we will see it. Oh, he's not dead. Let's see. Yeah, I did it, man. So that's a little trick you can use. You can like get close to the zombie, and when the zombie tries to grab, he will miss because you're going up and down and back all the time, like in this occasion. And you can just go around them. But on some other occasions they will like immediately make a second grab, and they can also grab you, even if you do that dodge. right here, stick close to this wall, and for the camera change, walk. It's very important you walk for the camera change, because if you don't walk for the camera change, the zombie will immediately grab you. You have to walk for the camera change and wait until the zombie go far right, and you can just go far left and you will avoid him. Right here, pick up everything except the defense gun is not necessary. Sorry, the defense item. And then reload your shotgun. So because I already did all the item management by going to the main hall, as I mentioned you before, we can just go directly here and pick up both gems. Maybe you say, but Ares, you have 2 item slots. That's completely fine, because I will just combine the red gem with the jewelry box right now, and I will have 1 item slot free. Simple as that. So it's only about item management. And right there, by some reason, Jill wasn't going up that thing, and or I think I wasn't pushing the button. Maybe I was like reading my chat on my stream. I'm not really sure. But it's okay, the main goal is like, you don't have to let the eagle face the gem, because you won't be able to pick up the gem if that happens. You can go below the eagle, so the eagle won't start moving. And of course you have to combine both things, right? So before we continue with the game, go to the save room and pick up the acid rounds that we left here at the beginning of the game, and just combine it directly with the grenade launcher. Hunters will trigger, just stick close to the wall and make the curve as best as you can, and you should be fine. The worst thing can happen to you right there is that you get stuck on the first hunter body, and that will only happen if you don't make the curve correctly. So if you take like a wide curve, that will happen. As long as you stick close to the wall, everything should be fine. Right here we can pick up the first ammo disc of the game. So the white tiger only gives you the ammo disc with the yellow gem, and it gives you shotgun shells with the blue gem. It's not like on the classic that you have to use the red gem right here. It's not possible to use the red gem right here. The dodge for this zombie, just stick close to this wall, and he will always miss the 180-degree grab. Remember, I told you to not kill this zombie at the beginning of the game. This is the main reason. He will be a Crimson Head right now if you kill him. It's not really a problem to avoid him, because it is only about to go from door to door, but sometimes if you fucked up a little the input of the door, he can slash you before you get out. So that's why it's like more safe to not kill him. Or safer. So Yawn takes a lot of damage with acid rounds, so that's why we save the acid rounds just for this boss. It's important that you learn to have to pump cancel if you want to perform this strat, so after the cutscene and you regain control of Jill, equip the grenade launcher and shoot him 3 times while you pump cancel. If you don't pump cancel, Yawn won't give you enough time to shoot 3 times, and he will bite you, of course. You go down the ladder, run until the camera change, aim and shoot, and Yawn is dead. It's possible to fight this boss without the pump cancel, but it's a little more risky and a little more complicated as well. So I really recommend you to learn how to pump cancel. The best thing you can do. And because we use the mansion key on all the doors that was we were able to use, we discarded before we entered to this fight, and for that reason we have 1 item slot free for the blue box, so everything is calculated, do not worry about it. As long as you follow through all the things I did in the same order, you should be fine. With Chris it's like a more pain in the ass, as I told you. With Jill is like more suitable. And yeah, by the way, Yawn will always take 4 acid rounds to die, unless you miss one shot. And we have 2 acid rounds, and 1 will be very useful for this hunter right now. So sometimes this hunter won't die with just 1 acid round. But anyway, equip the grenade launcher, shoot him 1 time, and then equip the shotgun just in case he's not dead. But he's dead because he's making like weird noise when he's dead. And it's not really necessary to use right now the key. Only use it if you want. It's okay if you don't use it. But it's important to come here. So right here, leave the grenade launcher, leave the shotgun, leave the other magnum bullets that you have. Oh, never mind, don't leave it. So pick up the magnum rounds, pick up the battery, the bulb, and the ammo disc. Because for the mine section of the game, you will only kill 1 enemy, and that enemy is the Black Tiger. It's not necessary to kill hunters, because the way to dodge them it's very, very consistent, 100% consistent even. So that's why I'm just like taking the magnum and that's it. Right here, remember that you didn't kill the 4th snake, so you have to dodge only that snake. And in order to do that, when you're going up the ladder, move your left stick to the left. And with Jill immediately move to the left, like that. And the snake will always miss the jump. And for the other ones, as long as you continue running, you should be fine. So, by the way, on that specific section, if you kill, for example, all the snakes, they won't respawn, so... Maybe you have an Strada and you will kill all the snakes, that's completely fine. And of course the way back would be like completely fine as well, because there won't be any of the snakes, so... So yeah.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
So after you pick up the crank, one hunter will spawn right here. So just keep running and go around him, and it's completely fine and completely consistent as well, because the hunter will always scream before trying to attack you. There will be 2 hunters that will spawn on this place. The dodge goes like this: just stick close to this wall and make the curve as fast as you can. And believe it or not, it's very scary, or it looks very scary, but it's 100% consistent. Rather just save the other crank. But it's also okay if you don't save it. You can save it when on the way out anyway, because you will go back to this place one more time. Go and trigger the boulder cutscene. So of course you have to go to the same place you came from, or the boulder will kill you. So enter to the Black Tiger fight without the Magnum equipped. And you can have 2 RNGs on this fight. But for both it's the same. On the cutscene, start moving your left stick to the left and a little to the down. And Jill will make this movement. And if the Black Tiger doesn't jump like in this occasion, just start shooting from the same place 4 times. As you can see, the Black Tiger like start going for you, but it never attacks you for some reason. It's 100% consistent. I find out this strat on Real Survivor, because on hard difficulty I used to go around the Black Tiger and start shooting. But that's a little more risky and harder on Real Survivor because you have to aim. So the strat that I just pull off, it's 100% consistent. So I strongly recommend you to use that. And if you like have a good RNG, the Black Tiger will just jump and you will have 4 free shots. So there are things you have to take into account about the Black Tiger fight. Do not stand up behind the Black Tiger when you are about to shoot the 4th bullet, because the ass of the Black Tiger exploding will throw acid, and that counts damage, of course. Maybe can even poison you. You have to also leave the room after you kill the Black Tiger, and by doing that you will always despawn the little spiders that spawn on the fight. And of course there are plenty of strats to fight the Black Tiger, but to be honest, this is the more consistent, the faster and the more consistent way to kill him. So right here, push the statue 4 times, then go and use the crank. Just use it 1 time, it's not necessary to use it 2 times. Because you only push 4 times the statue, there's a little space between the statue and that pillar that's coming out, so you can just start pushing the statue again. So right here, push it until it rotates, then push it outside the rotation thing on the floor, and then push it again to the rotation thing. And the last push, it's kind of important if you don't want to waste so much time. So on this last push, when you are about to leave the statue from the rotation thing, do not make a full push. Make like a little push. And by doing that, you will always be on the perfect spot to just continue pushing the statue, and that's it. So before leaving this part, go to the item box and leave the other crank and the knife. I said leave the knife, yeah, that's cool. And then continue, of course. Remember, the 2 hunters are still here, the dodge is the same, just stick close to this wall and make the curve as fast as you can, or perfect as you can. and you should be fine. The worst thing can happen right there is the same with all the hunters. If you can get stuck with his hitbox, or he can body block you, to be exact. And of course that will only happen if you make a wide curve. This puzzle is always the same. It's always 4, 2, 3, 1. Right there I fucked up, so that's why I'm just pressing any button and leave the puzzle. It's like I'm so used to the simple Chinese timings with the text.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person. Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
So I like to call this section Lisa's Labyrinth. You will see why right now. The main goal is to know where to spawn Lisa. Right here, make her spawn on the left and then continue. Because by doing that, Lisa will never be on your way, so she won't like cut off your way and you don't have to dodge her or maybe reset the ROM. So on the way out, go downstairs, Lisa will spawn on the left and then you can continue and leave this section. Right now it's just about to go and push that big box and retrieve the broken flamethrower from it.
Barry!
So the second time you get into the section, it's the same, but you have to take into account one little important thing. When you make her spawn right there, sometimes Lisa will try to go immediately to the right. And if that happens, just lure her a little more. Because if she tries to go immediately to the right, she will be right on this place. And it's possible she can attack you. But that doesn't happen all the time. But just I want you to know that. Right here, do not forget to pick up the jewelry box that is on Lisa's room. And yeah, this is Lisa's room, by the way. We will go back to Lisa's house. Or maybe it's not her room. I don't know, dude. I don't remember the documents, to be honest. The zombie on the forest is still there. And the dodge is the same as always. Doesn't matter which RNG can give you. Let's see which RNG gives me, I don't remember. Hopefully it will give me the weird RNG. Nah. But I'm pretty sure I have the weird RNG when he vomits on some of my videos. But I don't remember which one. But anyway. On the cemetery, just run straight, and believe it or not, the zombie will always miss that grab. If you don't feel confident enough, you can like go far left. Right here, do not forget to pick up the shotgun shells that we didn't pick it up after the guardhouse or the guest house section. And there's nothing really to worry about right now because we kill everything on our way. It's all about pick up some items and make item management. So right here, pick up the emblem. And then just go directly to Spencer's office. And in Spencer's office, there are 3 items. There are shotgun shells, there is the emblem, and the self-defense item. The self-defense item is not important, so do not pick it up. Right here I decide to just make this combination so I will have 1 item slot free. And I will go back to this item box and pick up everything except the grenade launcher, I think. I will pick up the shotgun. And the books, of course. Yeah, it's only the shotgun and the books. I only have space for that. So the grenade launcher, I won't pick it up. Of course, it's possible to go back here and then pick up the grenade launcher if you want. After you put after you put both emblems on the door before Lisa's fight. But that's up to you. To be honest, it's not really important to pick up the grenade launcher. It's okay to just be with the Magnum and the shotgun. So for Lisa's fight, the best weapon you can have is the Magnum, because the Magnum will always stagger Lisa with just 1 bullet. And I think I repeat that sentence 100 times. But I will try to not use it, unless I have like the worst RNG and I'm like forced to use it. But it's possible to make the fight without using any weapon and just dodging Lisa, or maybe you will have the gut RNG. We will see.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down, I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
Time to talk.
So for the best ending you have to choose yes.
Thanks, Jill.
Right, so go directly to the left stone. The first one is always free. Lisa won't do anything. And after you push this one, the RNG starts. So get close to the tomb. Hopefully Lisa won't jump, like on this occasion. And also hopefully Barry will be useful and will start shooting her. But what I want right now is maybe she will jump and Barry's being a dodge. So if Lisa jump, just go directly to the right stone. But right here you have to take into account something very, very important. If Lisa aggro to Barry, you have to be careful about that, because Lisa can kill Barry. So you have to take care about Barry also, because if Barry dies, the best thing will be over. So, for example, if that happens and this is going for Barry, just go directly to Lisa and start shooting her. Make her aggro to you. That's very important. Dude, I really don't know how I make this an invisible enemy. Right now I'm thinking about it and it's like crazy. But anyway. Right, so the laboratory, the last section of the game. So because this is real survivor and we don't have the canteen with the kerosene, you have some options for these zombies. You can try to decapitate them, but it's not 100% consistent. Or you can just avoid them. I think I will go for the avoid thing. Yeah, shoot them in the legs and then go around them. And the same for the second one, and the same for the third one. And of course do not miss the shot. It's very safe, to be honest, this strat, because believe it or not, on the way up they will change their position and you will only have to worry about one zombie. So this zombie, it's necessary to kill him. If you're lucky enough, you will decapitate him, but if you don't decapitate him, it's also fine, because he won't be on that way when he become a Crimson Head. I think he will be like around the corner. And the login is Yawn, the password is Ada. The second password is Cell, like on Dragon Ball Z. And if you write the second password from the classic, that it's small, there's an Easter egg where Tofu will speak. It doesn't matter which ending you are making, you have to open both B2F and B3F. Now on the way up, as you can see, we will only have to worry about one zombie, and is this one. So start walking for the camera change. The zombie is far right, that's pretty cool. So just go, pick up the ammo disc, and then enter to this room. If by any chance you have a weird RNG with that zombie, reset the room. The third ammo disc is on that shell, and the combination right here is always the same, it's 8462. And on the way out, it's like way simple, because the zombie is right there, as you can see. But there's one zombie on the stairs, so be careful about that. So on a very rare occasion also, you will kill a zombie just by shooting him in the leg. I think that happened on the Chris best ending run that I make. Or maybe in the worst ending, I'm not really sure. So right here, start pushing the shell, pick up the shotgun shells, and then enter for this ventilation, that is the second one. And then go to the ventilation on the right. And just go directly and activate the ammo disc. Do not waste so much time, because if you fuck around a little, the Chimera will enter. Because there's one Chimera in this section, by the way. So just activate the ammo disc and leap. Leap from this ventilation and then go to the first one. Do not go to the second one. And then enter to the other room, and this is the last door that you will use the laboratory key. Right here is only necessary to kill one zombie. The zombie that is behind you, do not kill him, it's not necessary. Just kill this one. You don't kill the zombie behind you because he will despawn after you activate the elevator. So right here, stand up on this corner, equip the magnum, and aim correctly. I missed the shot 2 times. No, I just missed it 1. That's nice. I think I missed it 2 times with Chris. I don't remember. But if by any chance you miss 2 times, the best thing you can do is just leave the room. Because there's a chance that the Chimera will go to the ceiling and will try to grab you. Or maybe will get close to you and will try to attack you. There's one more zombie we have to kill. This is the last zombie of the game we will kill. And on the same round we will activate the second ammo disc. But make sure you kill this zombie. Sometimes you won't decapitate him, of course. I use the magnum just in case I can decapitate him, because of course the magnum has a high chance to decapitate enemies. So when you pick up the nitroglycerin, do not run, just walk. It's possible to walk 2 steps, run 3 steps, I think, something like that, like speedrunners use. But because it's not a speedrun, do not take that risk. So just walk. There are several things that increases the percentage where the nitroglycerin will explode. Running is one of the that increases that percentage the most. Then shooting, then also getting grabbed by an enemy. And of course, by just walking, you will never increase that percentage, so it will remain 0. You will hear a Chimera right here on the left, but the Chimera will never go with you or come to you. So don't worry about it. After you put the nitroglycerin on its place, you can start running. So Chimera section, it's only about running, and you only have to worry about one, and it's the one that it will be behind you after you activate the ammo disc. So just start running, go directly to the ammo disc, activate it, and right here you can make 3 things. I will use the dodge, or I think it's like an strafe. So get close to him, he attacks, and then go around him. You can also shoot him if you want, and also if you have 1 magnum bullet. You can just like run around him. It's also like doable. Right here, enter from the left and then leave the room from the right. That Chimera will always go with you to the door. It's very gentle. As you can see, it's only about running. It's not like a really big deal. So by the way, when a Chimera is on the ceiling, the Chimera will always grab you. The Chimera won't attack you. And it's not necessary to go to the save room because there are flame rounds, but we don't have the grenade launcher, so...
Jill!
Barry,
You could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go. Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mentioned are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family, you bastard. Oh!
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell. It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit! Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak.
So the fight starts, quick turn, and then go right to this place. Start walking and wait on this camera until the Tyrant is behind you. When he's behind you, get close to the wall, equip the shotgun and shoot him 3 times while you are doing pump cancel. Then take space between you and the Tyrant and then try to shoot him again, but I fucked up the aiming, so that's why I will just go back to the same spot. But try to not go so fast or the Tyrant will appear in front of you. When the Tyrant appears behind you, repeat the same. So the main goal is only about to take space between you and the Tyrant. Because this Tyrant cannot run, he will always walk. So he's only able to attack you when he is really close to you. But he has like a pretty large hitbox, so sometimes he will look like he cannot attack you, but he will do it. So do not try to play with him. He can end your run very easily. I think I miss a lot of shots, man, so that's why he's not dying. With the assault shotgun it's always 7 shotgun shells. I'm not really sure with the shotgun how many it is. Maybe it's 8 or 9. But anyway, that's the main strat for that Tyrant. To do it safely, of course. And the best ending, there's not a key on Wesker's body because Wesker will be gone right now.
You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's gone.
First, let's just get out of here.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. Self-destruct system has been
So right now it's just about saving Chris. But there's a Chimera can trigger in this section, and I'm not really sure how you can trigger that Chimera. Maybe it's only about timing, or maybe it's about getting close to a certain wall. I don't know. And also there should be a Crimson Head because we didn't incinerate one body, right? But as I told you, maybe he despawned, or maybe he's around the corner like on the other place. So on Chris's jail, there's flame rounds. If by any chance we will bring the grenade launcher.
Jill,
Chris, you're okay.
glad to see you are too. Anything on Wesker?
We'll talk later. First, let's get going.
But we didn't, so just leave.
self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Come on, let's go.
Deactivating and releasing all logs.
So right now, remember the zombies is still on the second floor, the first floor, or upstairs. Right there, I was able to just dodge him, but I got scared, so that's why I'm just shooting him. And of course, it's 100% safe to kill them because you won't go back to this place anymore in the game. And for the last Tyrant, it's okay if you just save like 2 or 3 shotgun shells. That's enough. You don't need more.
Come on, hurry!
Because I will use the cheese. And just by any chance, the Tyrant give me the bad RNG and grabs Barry immediately.
I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
System has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. The self-destruct system has been activated. All 3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
So the perfect way to perform the cheese with the last Tyrant, or the Tyrant on the Heliport, is to wait until the 45-second mark on the timer, and then use the flare. There are 2 things can happen after you make the cheese. The Tyrant can immediately grab Barry, and if that happens you have to shoot him until he throws Barry, and it's always 2 shotgun shells or 3 max. Or the Tyrant can give you the good RNG and start attacking Barry, and if that happens it's like basically GG, because you only have to wait until Brad throws you the rocket and then aim and shoot. If by any chance you want to fight the Tyrant, of course you need more ammo. And the fight, it's only about to shoot him until he aggro to you, and then you have to run to his not mutated arm, so the Tyrant's right arm. when he charges, of course, and by doing that you will always dodge the auto attack of the Tyrant. But there are some other things you have to take into account, like always have the Tyrant on the same camera that you are. Do not try to perform dodges on camera changes or he will fuck you up. And also do not try to be really close to him when you start the fight, when you are shooting, because he can make like a crazy 180 charge, 180 turn charge. It's very strange and it's very fast, and that can hit you easily as well. But anyway, all those things is only if by any chance you decide to fight the Tyrant. I always go for the cheese because I make plenty of runs and I'm a cheeser as well, so demand me. But yeah, and for this cheese there's one more thing you have to take into account, and it's like maybe if you are about to dodge an auto attack because the Tyrant grabs Barry, pray for God that Brad doesn't throw you the rocket launcher on the middle of a dodge, because he can also attack you just because of that, but that's just bad luck, to be honest. Like try to dodge in and then the cutscene triggers, and because of that you will get hit. But anyway, 45 seconds, use the flare.
Jill!
You made it!
Alright, so the cheese start. So unfortunately the Tyrant grabs Barry, so you have to shoot him until he throws Barry. Otherwise he will kill him, of course. Then unequip the shotgun and then stand up in front of him. He will aggro to you, of course, and then just wait for the charge. He charged and ran to his right arm, as you can see.
Jill, use it! Kill it!
One time I got hit because of that fucking cutscene on the middle of the dodge. But that's very bad luck. So, and after that, just pick up the rocket and I will just make another dodge because I'm not very confident. So it's the same. And then I have enough time so I can equip the rocket launcher, and of course you have to aim. And because you didn't use a lot of ammo on him, he will always die with just one rocket. That's also the beauty of the cheese. But anyway, that's it. That was Resident Evil HD Remaster without taking any damage and without saving. Getting the best ending with Jill Valentine on Real Survivor mode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like, hope you enjoy, hope you learn. I'm Ares, and I see you next time.
Jill, you did a fine job.